Alright, well, hello, welcome to the video. Welcome to the Replanted movie video. Now, originally, I started recording this video, originally when it first released on the very first day, but at this point, it's almost like Thanksgiving, and I'm still recording it, but now it is eventually out, and I put a lot of work into this video. I played through basically, well, I did play through the entire game, and more, which I almost 100% in the game, except for 2 achievements that you'll see later on. Yeah, I want to check out the entirety of this game to really give a good review on it. Basically, is this game worth it? Which, I mean, no, not really. It really is not. But if you enjoyed this type of video, let me know, and enjoy the video. So to get a move along, let me just get started on this. I'll just talk while this happens. Damn, that's been a lot faster than I remember. Plants vs. Zombies, Replanted. Yep. Now, I have definitely played this game, and I feel like everyone has in the past at least once. But I never played the Xbox version. I only played the phone or tablet version. This is the first time I played the game with the grass here. I will kind of be scooting past the tutorial. Now, there is a lot I could say about this game, and I will be being, but this isn't so much about, the ranting, it isn't so much about the actual game itself, because, I mean, there's like hundreds of other videos as is, already talked about PvZ1, how good it is, or how whatever, EA something it is. This video is just me more like just talking about the entire PvZ as a whole. I played the original PvZ1 like hundreds of times at this point. Like, I already know this game, there's no point me talking about really the gameplay, I already know it. There you are, I thought you were sooner. Greetings, neighbor. The name's Crazy Dave, but you can just call me Crazy Dave. Listen, I've got a surprise for you, but first, I'll need you to clear your lawn. Use your shovel and dig up those plants. Let the digging commence! Yep. Okay, goody. Now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Here, take this walnut. Why did I put a walnut in your hand? Because I'm crazy. Now go, bowl me a winner. Yep. Oh, thank you. You have 2 times speed. I forgot how hard the music went. Because obviously, there's much to be said I could say with specifically the replanted version of this game, within all the allegations or all the stuff said with, not actually allegations, but the stuff said with using AI to upscale the game and all of that. I'm not really here just to bother talking about that. Also, to be fair, a little bit to EA, they were kind of bought by a literal government and now in billions in debt to it. So of course they're going to try to cheap out on some stuff with their games when they're billions in debt now. Oh wait, this is a normal thing. I didn't even realize it. Oh, okay. I was just speed up by 1 time. I didn't realize I was there the entire time. Unless that's just a new thing after stage 5. Oh, he's Death Animation. I already got the rare Death Animation, that's crazy. Also, I'm realizing now, why is there like a zombie token on top of Crazy Dave's house? Like, why is that wasn't there in previous versions, or at the very least original versions of the game? Unless I'm just going crazy and it's never noticed. Well, I wouldn't so much just say is that this game isn't the big problem with EA currently, or PvZ. I would say it's more the fact that EA was kind of bought by an entire government, which was Saudi Arabia. I feel like it being bought by a government, not so much as for purely for fun, but for more political gains, I feel like it's the bigger picture and the problem with PvZ now, and what it would do to it. Yeah, here's where this is now. I actually choose my plants. Because when games aren't made not only just not to be so much purely fun or love, or even so much as for purely money, but for political gain, I feel like that's when it comes to the real big problem. Not so much if the game has microtransactions or a whole bunch of AI upscaling stuff with it. Which, I mean, I'm not trying to say that, oh yeah, Saudi Arabia is the problem with this, and go after Saudi Arabia, not EA. Because this type of thing of games starting to be used as political stuff, what? I don't have a second player here, but it's type of stuff of where a government is using a games or a company as for its own political gain has been for literally centuries. Well, maybe not for centuries, but like how during World Wars, uh, manufacturers started switching to war-based economies and that type of stuff. Or like how game companies now are being used for political gain for multiple countries. I haven't even bothered to do anything else. Like, this is the perfect setup right here for early game. I just said that's 2.5 times speed, and there is no worry at all. And yep, of course, the message is, hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. I thought Zomboss just sent those letters, was it not? Oh yeah, here we go. First conveyor belt level. But I mean, this is kind of like expected, I would say. I kind of saw this kind of a mile away. Where, like, throughout the entirety of human history, it's like, oh yeah, I see this thing. It helps me in some type of way with a game. So I am going to use it in order to, you know, further my gain, even if it sucks the soul out of the genre or whatever it may be. Also, I'm completely and utterly winning this. I saved this row for choppers. I thought it was going to be more choppers, but that just entirely did not matter in the slightest. World 2, my favorite world. Evening! I'm not going to say my own name. These zombies just won't let up, will they? You'll notice that fighting zombies at night is different than in the day. For one, you won't get any sun falling from the sky. You can still get sun from sunflowers, though. And luckily for you, you got yourself some mushrooms. Plant as many of those as you can, and you'll be A-oh good. No, you do not do Super Zombie. To be completely honest, for this first level, I'm only going to be placing mushrooms. Hey, you've collected 270 in coins so far. When you collect 750, I'll show you something really neato. Yeah, of course, those getting coins at last level. But back to what I was talking about previously. Since I kind of saw this coming, maybe not precisely with EA being bought by Saudi Arabia, but just like gaming companies starting to be used as political gains for multiple different countries and being bought by multiple different countries as well. Mainly Middle Eastern countries. I just see a perfect place for this. Just bop, there we go, yeah. Hey, wanna buy an extra seed slot? Oh, absolutely. Yep. Give me that, thank you. Absolutely want more than 6 seed slots. But, I mean, when your country is kind of like 100% sand and 100% oil, and in fact oil only has like another 40 or 60 years of life in it before it gets completely extracted, which is a whole mess of itself when that happens. But when that does, these countries in the Middle East are kind of just completely screwed. So it makes sense why, you know, they're buying a whole bunch of gaming companies, investing into sports, a whole bunch of other stuff. Ah, Yamanak. I kind of forgot you don't start off with this thing. Or a suburban almanac, more like, but I don't much care for it. Ever play a game called Whack Up Zombie? It's just like hunting squirrels. You know, those furry little rodents that dig holes in your lawns? Yeah, just like that. But instead of squirrels, it's zombies. And instead of shovels, it's a mallet. And instead of me, it's you! I used to be good at this game. That's because I had hands actually tap, not a mouse. Still got it. still got it. Watch this box. I well, I did all of them survive, but there we go. Still got that game. But for people who don't really look into this stuff, it's expected to be a normal thing at this point, where games... Well, let me also correct myself on something else. When I make political gain, not so much like an election or something, absolutely not, but like on the world stage for political gain. How other countries see you, or the people of those countries. But expect to see stuff like this happening in the coming like 5 or 10 years or so, and it already is happening. So of course, you know, the EA buyout that just happened, but also other countries like Russia with their mechanical boob game, whatever it was, I forgot what it was called. And also, China's already been doing stuff like this, like all the gacha games and stuff like that, all their Hoyoverse games. That's already been going on for a long time, or more like since 2020. Come on, you know what, too. Yeah, okay, there's that achievement done. But god, it is kind of crazy when you think that 2020 is almost 6 years ago, and 2016 was almost 10 years ago, an entire decade ago. I feel extremely old now. Which, also, I'm gonna do my ranking sections based off of worlds, and I'm pretty sure I'm done with the political talk of this game, or this political talk in general. Thank God. And bring the boom! What am I saying? Hello, we would like to visit for a midnight snack. How does ice cream and brains sound? Sincerely, the zombies. Of everything from the world, of course. I'm hoping that this one will be slightly harder. Alright, they're giving us doom shrooms and ice rooms. This is gonna be very easy, actually. And this was slightly harder, and it wasn't allowing me to just completely fill up the entire thing, which is mainly because, well, they gave me so many of the spawn of the ice rooms and doom shrooms, which aren't actually plants to be placed down, that stay there. And goodbye. Looks like the zombies gave up attacking your front yard. Now they're trying your backyard. And to top it all off, you can't even use your mushrooms, because they'll fall asleep during the day. Well, isn't that just dandy? Yep. Before continuing along, can I... Yeah, main menu. Yep, I just want to see some things real quickly. You've launched new modes. Yeah, okay. I'm good on that. I don't need to do any of that. Is there a shop? No, I haven't actually unlocked the shop. There's nothing else I can do here. I mean, you know, I can be zombies, but I mean, or plants, but I have no use here at all. Oh, the archives. Oh, this is cool. There's some cool artwork from probably earlier versions of the game. Hold on, I need to see if it's still here. Scroll, keep on scrolling all the way down. Yeah, they still kept it here, okay. I had pre-ordered the game, so I still have a pixelated version of the pea shooter costume somewhere around here. I don't know if it's just not unlocked yet or something, but I'm just gonna continue along with the pool levels. Now, the actual game itself, because obviously I've heard about how it apparently uses upscaling with AI, and I mean, it kind of goes back to what I said about EA being somewhat dead. It makes sense why they're trying to cut some of the money. Also, I don't really like what they did with this game in general, or at the very least the making of it, because I do like the bushes here and the like a quality speed up that's here. I do like how you can see where they're coming ahead of time before they actually show up with the bushes moving. I do appreciate that from it being from the Xbox version. I never had to experience that. Hey, wanna buy an extra seed slot? Yeah, I was watching to see about your literal shop, but here it is, I guess. It'll cost you 5,000, but you'll be able to choose 8 seed slots per level instead of 7. How's that sound? Alright, did I have 5,000? I don't know if I had 5,000. Well, apparently I did have 5,000. Because of course with the upscaling the AI, I've talked about that like 5 times now. But also apparently the original devs of this game weren't informed about this entire like remake version of it. Which I mean of course they own it and they can do whatever they want with it, PopCap and EA. But I mean, you know, it kind of does feel like it was just made for money and nostalgia purposes, and it is fully working on me. So I do very much enjoy the original PVZ one, and I do love it with all my heart. Oh, hey. Yeah, what was it again? Oh, that's a mini game. That's a mini game. The Zen Garden is what I was thinking about. I thought that was for the Zen Garden, but no, that was for a mini game apparently. Alright. Now here's I'm actually starting to think about what I actually want. Normally, I just roll 2, I just pick anything from this side. Rolled 1, anything from here, of course. And rolled 3 so far. It's basically just been up here and the lily pad. Now I'm actually starting to get stuff, actual strong stuff. I actually want to think about doing this now. Let me actually like take a look at this. And of course, the whole AI thing with upscaling. Either my eyes are just really that bad, or the AI is really getting that good, but I cannot like tell that wasn't made by a human. I won't lie. Oh, shop keys. Let me get this. Or Crazy Dave's car keys, more like. Hey, you found my car keys. You know what that means? Crazy Dave's Twiddly Drinkies is open for business. I definitely did not say that right. Have a look. See if you can't find something you like. There's currently only one single page, but what I really want is this, the 20,000 extra seed slot. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not gonna be able to right now. I'll just get those right now. Funny thing about the zombie process, sometimes it makes them come out real little and real mean. Defend your sins. Oh right, it's stage 5. It's time for, yeah, okay. It's time for the miniature version. No, I would find this hard, the miniature version of these, and how much fast they are. If it wasn't for the fact of how many doom shrooms. Sorry, what am I saying? Oh, this was the costume section. Yep. I got scenes for all of those. Okay, yeah, you know, oh, I actually can't. I'll try off retro zombies. Or no, I'll try hide crabs. I'm trying retro zombies for right now. I would find this gimmick a little bit more harder, the miniature versions of these. If it wasn't for how many of the boom shrooms. What is it? What am I saying? I can't remember what they're called. The shrooms, whatever they are. The cherry shrooms. These head zombies, retro things, whatever they are. The costumes are cool, but it's like, they're still just costumes at the end of the day. So let me just, yep. Alright, no more of that. Which, I mean, like, another question that probably people are expecting to be, I guess. Was this game just for money? Most likely, yeah, because, I mean, if you really just want to play PvZ, it's literally free on phone with ads, and it's like $5. The original game's like $5 to sell on Steam. Goes on sale as well, of course. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. Let me go out for this. EA, if you're watching this, you know what you should really do to get some money? Put Gone for 1 BFN on Steam and give it like some extra stuff to it instead of just pure port. Like add some extra costumes in order to get it. Buying the versions for it gives you extra costumes or something. Do that if you really want some actual money. Which I will say though, I do at least appreciate some of the extra animation they give some of the plants on the side, because as you can see that when the potato mine came out, it had a little extra puff around it, if that makes sense. I mean, it does kind of seem like as if they tried a little bit more to make this version of PvZ 1 worth it at least somewhat more than others. Here we go again. Hello, we heard you were having a pool party. We think that is fun. We'll be right over. Sincerely, the zombies. Yeah, you know, when most of the plants, when there's only like one plant in the world that's like really the attack-based plant, that suits forward, and a plant that supports it, and the rest are basically defense, or a plant that can't also get hit, or insta-kills, or fire, or another insta-kill. This one becomes pretty easy. Oh boy, fog levels. You know, they used to call me Fog Man, because I would hang out in the fog and jump out at people. Ah, those were the days. Excuse me? That's like a restraining order. Like, I know people don't really like this world, but this is my personal favorite world in the game. I know I said about the second world, but I meant sarcastically. The second world is my least favorite world in the game because it's so boring. But the fourth world has so much just going on. Not only is it night, not only does it have water, it also has fog, and the plants you get from here are like so much more unique plants and much more diverse and unique plants compared to the rest of the world. Someone who thinks that, especially this one, because I actually like the fog. I think it's a good mechanic. Because I know quite a few people don't like the fog. It just purely clears out the map of what you can't see. But just within the first level of completing it, you get something to take care of it, and even more later on. So I actually do really like the fog mechanic of this world. I find it fun. And of course, my boy Cacti. My boy the Cacti, my favorite class in Garden Warfare. But also, by this point in the game, one of the reasons why I also like this world a lot more is because, like in the first world, you know, you pick the first row of plants. In the second world, you mainly pick the second row of plants. In the third world, it is kind of the same with that. I mean, you can be a bit more diverse with it. But by the time of the fourth world, you have so many different plants and things to pick from, and so many different gimmicks, that you have to actually think about what you're picking, at least for me by this point normally, in the game. Man, this theme really got me going like... But stage 5, what even was the stage? Oh right, it's Vase Breaker. I completely forgot about this. Me and my buddy Harvey's Flatcasters used to break vases when we were bored. Well, Harvey's out of town, so you're coming with me, Harvey/2. Break it like you mean it, Harvey. Is Harvey dead in this world? Basically, I think everyone gets Vase Breaker by this point. Just break literally everything at the start and you should be basically good. I mean, this is the very first one. Bam, bop, pow. There we go. Oh right, isn't there a second stage? Man, you broke the vases nice and good. Broke them like as I broke my back digging through those trash cans. Huh? Here, I brought some more vases. Gotta be careful about breaking them too fast though. You don't want to end up with more zombies than you can handle. Uh-huh. You say that. Yeah, also at the same time. Goodbye to you. Bop, bop, bop. Pow. That is kind of strategy for these. You just break whichever ones, and you should get enough plants by that point in order to kill everything. Hey, wait a minute. There's hypnosis all of you guys, and that should be good. Oh, there goes my first lawnmower. And give me... I forgot what you're actually called. Split P, yeah. So of course I have to deal with miners now. Ah, yeah, right. And of course, like halfway through the world. Or, was it halfway, or was it just after this stage? But the fog has moved up a few lanes. A few extra lanes make it extra hard. It's something else I enjoy about it. Because also this game, something I also do appreciate is that some of the animations, it kind of just like what I see in the third world, with how more of the animations have been updated, like when I place down plants and how it has a little extra animation to it. Quite a few of the things in this game, you have just little extra ones, and with the water ones as well, when placing water plants down. I do appreciate little extra animations of the upgrade for it. Now, up to this point, for the past world or so, I've been talking about how this game, PvZ1, how good it is, or the game in general, and also giving this game a bit more of a benefit of the doubt, but At this point, past this road, past to Road 5 and the extra road, I'll be talking more about the Replanted game itself. Also, hey, the rare death animation, I got it again. I'm talking about Replanted specifically itself this time around more, and I'm not gonna go easy on it whatsoever. Alright, it's the lightning level this time. Hello, this is your mother. Please come over to my house for meatloaf. Leave your front door open and your lawn unguarded. Sincerely, Mom, not the zombies. Now it's time for this one of my favorite stages, the lightning. Why'd it get so dark all of a sudden? This can't be good. Oh well, hope you survive the night. Yep, the lightning stage. This is one of my favorite stages. Well, one thing I will say is I don't know when the music's gone. I thought the music was still here for the game, last with rain sound effects. But I do really like this stage. I know a lot of people don't, for the reason that it's just basically pitch black most of the time. But I do actually like it quite a lot. Which, well, with the parts that you can actually see the game, it is going pretty good so far. Like, it is actually the most hard, because it's still giving me a whole bunch of just plants. I'm just placing them down over and over again. There really hasn't been no worry, is whenever it flashes. Yeah, I'm basically already 2 lanes away of the front with everything I placed. Yep, there we go, just like that. On to Road 5. Oh, what is that on the right side? Whoa, they even found a way onto your roof. Those are some persistent zombies, dude. You'll need to use catapults here due to your roof's angle. Remember that, and you're good to go. What the hell is this? Oh my god, no, I don't like that. Why is there a pole here? Was that like an Xbox version thing, or is that like Replanted thing? But let's talk about Replanted a little bit, because you know I'm about to see the same things that a whole bunch of other people have said already about the actual Replanted version of this game itself. Which, before I even get started with this, I'm not even gonna say it myself. I'm just let this clip say it.
You're a fucking disappointment.
This game is not good, because of course the AI upscaling is fine if you use it, but it's not fine when you try to lie and directly say that you aren't using it and try to avoid the entire conversation itself about the AI upscaling. That is not fine, trying to ignore using it. It's like EA, it's fine to use the AI stuff, the upscaling it, but the problem is when you try to lie about it and try to undermine it by putting a community post on Steam about it. And I mean, I'm not going to go over the community post itself, but you get my point with this. And that's not even to mention that this game only had a 6 months of window of development. Like, that's so crazy, is it not? Not even a year of development. This was definitely just some upper EA employee or someone like that wanted just a moneymaker. You know, another PvZ remake. They'll eat that up. They'll definitely buy it. And we'll get our money for it. Let's just give it like a 6-month window for whatever reason. Oh, here it is. Here's Zen Garden. Hey, check it out. You found a watering can. In honor of this occasion, I present to you your very own Zen Garden. Hey, I'll even start you off with a couple of sprouts. Grow them to full size, and they'll reward you nicely. Have fun. Hey, here's a good money maker. Of course, Zen Garden. I'm not gonna really include this. I was just wondering when it was even gonna, happen. Even gonna unlock it. Zen Garden is pretty nifty, huh? You can visit anytime from the main menu. But enough of that. It's time to defend your house. I have to warn you, you are going to hate this next level. Why? Because it's non-stop bungee zombie after bungee zombie. I hate those confounded bungees. I hate them. Jesus Christ, Crazy Dave, calm down. Hate them with all the passion and a vengeance. A whoop-a-dee-doo. Here comes those idiot zombies now. Jesus Christ, Crazy Dave, you need to calm down. Is he gonna do the thing again? I do quite enjoy this stage 5. For a second I thought that this stage 5 was actually just a normal level, but it was with the Gargantuar finally appearing. I kind of forget how long it takes in this game for the Gargantuar to first appear, unlike in the Garden Warfare games where it's just treated as another boss, any other boss in the game, or in Garden Warfare, not Garden Warfare, but PvZ 2, where it appears in the very first world. Okay, a diamond. Here's the first one I've gotten so far. This level is pretty easy once you get your layout down. I kind of have to say this. All of the stage 5 or stage 10 side-scrolling stages are all pretty easy, but they're fun though. They're definitely fun. They're a fun little change up in between the stages. And yet there they all go. Not a single one is being taken away. That's also very clear one of the reasons why. And bop. There we go. But then also, because the fact this game only had a 6-month time span of being made, release of this game was absolutely horrible. Like, atrociously horrible. Because I'm sure everyone knows by this point, but you were able to play the game a week early by just going into the code of the game, and I don't remember exactly what it was, how you did it, but it was either typing in Replanted for the original game, or yes or no, something along those lines. Alright, I need to also remind you of something. The original Plants vs. Zombies, it was made by 4 people. That's not even technically 3, because one of them was the music producer, Laura, not even the actual game itself. And this remake, about 18 years later, can barely even work. Is that not just absolutely crazy, and being made by like a full team of people? Ah, there you are. There's the Gargantuar, finally. Since also, the original 4 devs, unlike the original 4 goats, were not let known of this remake at all. Because, let me think. Richard Warner was talking about this a lot on Twitter. I'm pretty sure it's Twitter. Also, Laura, the music producer, was not happy about this either, not in the slightest. Oh boy, 5-9, right before the very final one. Technically, because apparently it's World 6, I'm pretty sure now. But, sending out like quite literally everything for this one. But, everything I say here today, about this game, or about this franchise, or about Replanted, I say all as a loving PvZ fan. I only want to see this game, these franchise, the Garden Warfare and this one, just be popular again, you know? Do good. Have, like, a proper fan base, have games to enjoy, Garden Warfare 3 even, maybe. But, of course, that always can't happen. And if you enjoy this game, then good for you. Homeowner, yeah, failed to submit to our rightful claim. Be advised that unless you comply, you'll be forced to take extreme action. Please remit your home and brains to us forthwith. Sincerely, Dr. Zomboss. It's time. Uh-oh, he's here. Better get ready. It's gonna be one heck of a fight. Listen, though, I know what his weakness is. You have to hit him in the pancreas. No, that was a different guy. You have to, kick him in the, you have to press up, up, down, down, left, right, or, wait, I remember, it's... Technically, you should have gotten the brains right there. There it is. I absolutely love this boss fight. I don't know if it's as hard as I remember it to be, because I haven't played it in a long time. But I remember this boss fight in this scroll level actually being hard. And this absolute banger of a music. Come on, get on down here. There he is. There's the main man himself of the hour, Dr. Zomboss. Which way are you gonna go? Which also the telephone pole here in the trees are right there. I feel like that isn't a replanted thing, that's just the Xbox version of this game thing that they added. Which, I mean, I don't necessarily like it, but it's fine. It just is simply their way of hiding it, like how the grass, the tall bushes were previously. Which lane? Which lane? There we go. Oh shoot, never mind, I'm fine. Also, I'm still gonna... Never mind, I want to freeze you. And also something else I wanted to say about this game, during the boss fight, is that this game was originally taken, this replanted version of the game. The original one that they used wasn't the original game itself, nor was it the Game of the Year edition maybe, or even the Xbox edition, but it was instead the, what was it? Mobile edition. Yeah, that ass version of the game is one that they used for Replanted because of the fact that they just didn't have the original code, original files for the game. Come on, get him, attack, attack. No, you don't. Not only that, I'm gonna freeze you now as well. Because that's, I mean, that wasn't necessarily EA's fault, but it's someone's fault for losing the code in the first place. That's just really dumb as well, though. It's kind of looking like I did this pretty easy, I won't lie. I mean, I'm actually only halfway through the boss fight, and it could get a lot more harder, but I don't necessarily think so. Especially when I do this, that, and that. I didn't want the last one to hit. Okay, then. Oh, right, the R.I.P. I didn't like my game out. That froze for a second. The R.I.P is so powerful, though. That's something I never thought I would say. Ah, right, he can stomp his feet as well. I forgot how much this boss has. Not doing too well, actually. Maybe. Depending on where he does this, I may be screwed slightly. Some many too many lanes to actually counter. Thank you for going bottom. Come on, I think I can do it this time. I think we can kill him on this last one. Just fire. Fire. Hit you down. Fire and... Yeah, there we go. Okay, I felt good. Boss fight wasn't actually too hard. And there we go, the silver trophy. Okay, you win. No more eaten brains for us. We just want to make a music video with you now. Sincerely, the zombies. What is this? This was in the game. Also, that's incredibly loud.
Sunflower.
Ah, okay, there it is. Holy crap, this is like incredibly loud though. I want to listen to this though. I just want to see if there's something else at the end by chance. Oh? This is actual credits. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this. You launched new modes. Yep, Adventure Plus. And then we're gonna check here as well. You've launched a new mode. Yep. You've launched a new mode. Yep. Bonus levels. Art Challenge Walnut. Big Time. What are all of these? Alright, so the main thing of Replanted, with what they added, and extra stuff, was these Cloudy Day levels, which is a full world and extra 2 levels. These seem like as if they could be actually difficult, because I don't actually remember what the whole gimmick was this for. I think the clouds came in and the sunflowers went to sleep. Also, I can't use sunstorms because it isn't technically night either. Ah, yeah, okay, so currently it's nice and sunny out. Even the sun is less as well, and when it falls in the sky, it's only half now. I actually see why. It's because it's still cloudy out, so the sun isn't fully out at times, which is why it's only gonna be half, well sometimes half normal sun, which is also from its flowers too. Heavy clouds are rolling in. Are they gonna roll in? Yep, okay. And here's where they go to sleep. Yep. And I'm out of sun production completely. You know, it's technically not night, so I can't use sunscreens to counter this. Oh, wait. I'm realizing now, the cost of every plant is less. It's like only half. And the cooldown is less. Okay. So this isn't actually as hard as I thought it would be, because they just, yeah, okay, are thinning out. And yeah, okay, when it switches back, all of the sun production, well, all of the cost for stuff goes back to normal and recharge for things as well, okay. And there you go, final one, yep, okay. So I thought this was going to be a lot more hard than it originally was, but because they lessened on the cooldown and the cost on things when it's stormy, it still is pretty easy because of it. While this is happening, I'm noticing now, yeah, those recharge so quickly. This is the best time to get marigolds down for me to farm money. Oh, wait, shit, I messed up. Yeah, right, I don't get any type of sun, so I can't actually defend against any more zombies here. I don't know why I was thinking this then. Alright, so let's say I kind of messed up on this whole thing. I was kind of just testing to see what marigold stuff, and I realized the actual consequences of doing that. Which also, for a future note, how I kind of did the actual worlds, I'm still going to be doing it like that, within what type of stuff to talk about for the sections. This one is about why is this game even worth it, and what the new content of this game even adds. See if it's worth the $20 price tag. I mean, I'd probably already tell you it's probably most likely going to be no, but check out the rainstorm levels, the extra bonus levels, and the hardcore mode. And after I finish the sections, I'll probably go and give a little review on the game to see if it's even worth it, the $20 price tag for what you get for it. And also, after that, just not to say it as well, the rest of the game is just the stuff that was already in it from the previous versions. So I'll just be playing through all of that, and then that entire section was we talk about nostalgia and PvZ1 in general. Alright, here's the switch. So it seems they won't be doing any of the night levels, but because of that, there's 12 stages when it switches between each world, from World 1, World 3, or World 5, with 4 levels in each world. You know, now I'm thinking about it, maybe the clouds aren't actually so bad. Because of the fact that they lower the cost of everything by half, and recharge time, I'm able to get a crazy amount of cattails in just less than 2 waves. It may not actually be that, it may actually be easier, I won't lie, if you can use it effectively, with the rain part. Also, something else is that, like, the rest of this video is just gonna be a jumble of me playing. Like, of course, it already was, but also, I just play, unlike the campaign where I played the entire campaign, basically at once, because of how much there is post-game. It's gonna be all over the place, which is why I'm probably gonna include the cloudy day first, but you'll probably see at certain points I may not have the same extra viable plants from the shop, or even as many garden slots or plant slots to place down. Just let us know that, as this rest of this video is kind of just all over the place for me. God, man, cattail is just so overpowered. I love it. Because when you have a mode like this, even with it being, you know, obviously no sun production and stuff, when you get stuff like this that allows for these overpowered viable plants to have them cost half as much and recharge half the time, it is just completely and utterly overpowered. Yep, there goes that. Easy like that. Now, I do really like these cloud levels. I like the idea behind them, but if it wasn't for what they did during the actual cloud sections, this would actually be pretty hard, but it's just pretty dang easy. Like, of course, this is the final water level, and the roof levels are entirely different situations, so that could be completely different, so I have to see about that here in a little bit. But I feel like as if I could just do the same thing of, spamming a different plant that works there, like the catapult. Not catapult, what was his name? Watermelon pult. And even maybe water, like the cold version, the one that you can buy. I forgot that's the name of them. Alright, so the strategy may not work as good as I thought, at least like the Kato one, because realizing also now, Kato can hit any lane with just a single one of them. This cannot, and the watermelon costs a lot more than I realized. And so the strategy does not work as well, but it can definitely get by. Also, I forgot about the pots, of course. Of course, you have to place them down, it costs money as well. And I forgot about the catapults. Alright, so I think watermelon pults are out of the picture for this, because even though they're strong and they're half the cost, they're still pretty expensive in total, and they've been becoming a bit more problem to actually being placed in every lane. Oh boy, you Gargantuars, it's level 11 now, and I do think watermelon pults, melon pults more like, are out of the picture because they do cost way too much. It's just to spam a bunch of the lower ones, like cabbage pult and kernel pult. Because currently with these levels, it's more like I'm just trying to figure out a strategy to even make these levels work. Because of course, these are fully brand new levels, even with the fact they're in previous areas. There's a whole new gimmick with it. So I'm just trying to figure out, I mean, I'm sure by the time this video releases, there's already strategies for these levels. But currently, while I'm recording this, I'm still trying to figure out simply strategies on how to even do these levels more than anything. Alright, is there anything special for this final level? No, but it's kind of just everything. Now, what do I think of this world, Cloudy Day? I feel like I do quite like it, I will say. I do like the idea behind it, but there is definitely problems with it, and the fact that it could have been a really hard game mode. It could have been, right up until the point where they had cooldowns halved and money halved as well for whenever you're in the rainy section. But I do like it, maybe for the wrong reasons, which is that it's extremely easy, but also it's quite fun. It was actually thinking when I shouldn't use sun. And everyone here is about to just absolutely die. There you go. And there you go. Stop before you can even do anything there. Bam. I do like, this is the one thing I do like about Replanted, is this game mode. It is pretty fun. Is it worth it just for this game mode? No, absolutely not. Or like this world. Yep, cloud cover, complete the 12 stages of this world. I do like the Cloudy Day levels, but it isn't worth the $20 that this game is. Here's the art challenge one. Is it quite literally just art? Just placing walnuts in the same place and you just win? And like that, it's as simple as that. Like, there's really no point in including all this stuff because it's just placing walnuts down. Like, that's quite literally all that it is. Is it even complete for that? Does it even say get complete for that? I don't know. I'll do all of these still, but I don't know. Sunny day, what even is this? So, like, what? Is it just night enemies, night zombies appearing? Was that quite literally all? This sun's just bigger? Is it gonna be 50? Is that the whole thing? It's gonna be 50, and that's only gonna be 25. The only thing different is really just that. Like, there's really no point in showing these because the pretty sure these are unused game modes of the original game that the Replanted it just re-added back And there's a reason why these are unused. I mean, I don't really know what I want to say about this. It's bigger sun. Like when I collect it, it gives me 75. One thing I will say though, is that the hitbox of the giant sun isn't matching it. It still is the size of only the small one when you try to pick it up. Which, I mean, this one's unsodded, which is basically just the top and bottom lanes don't have grass in them. Also, like, there are multiple plants that we have, like cherry bomb or three peter or starfruit, and quite literally just take care of it. Like, it isn't a problem. Well, there's the actual gimmick of the level. The zombies are walking on the lanes without grass. Whatever am I going to do? Alright, that was actually, like, kinda hard. It's more like, if you can't act fast, then you might lose a lawnmower or even the game itself. Alright, so next up is Big Time, which I could only wonder if this actually is differences or if it's just simply the models are bigger. So at least on a sunflower. Yep, it is definitely bigger. But does that change anything? Oh, it does. Gives you double sun. Okay. So this is gonna be like incredibly easy. Now, this is like slightly more interesting, I will say. And I brought mainly plants I wanted to test out for this. Oh wait, no. The sand mines aren't bigger. Is it just the sunflowers and walnuts? Here, wait, are you gonna be... Yeah, I know, that is not bigger as well. I think it's just certain few plants, like the sunflower, which I was really thinking that was gonna be for all plants, which is why I brought Gatling Pea, Twin Sunflower, and Spikeweed. So I want to see if these are actually like different at all. I want to see if their hitboxes would extend over to the second lane, to the side or something. Yeah, let me test this out with the plants that were shown as big for it. So like marigold, yep. Walnut, yep. It's just these three plants: sunflower, marigold, and walnut. That's quite disappointing, I won't lie. And here's this one, which is just another art challenge. So for making a sunflower, like it's just a variant. There's no point in showing it. That's why they went unused for a reason. Now, air raid, on the other hand, seems like it could also be an actual challenge. I could see this one actually being a challenge, just if you're not quick enough, only with the cacti that you place down. Is that as soon as you start just getting any type of cacti down or leaf blowers, it just is over. Like, there is no challenge for this. You don't have any other zombies except for the basic brown coats. This level was just London in 1940, September 7th. Now, looking at the thumbnail for this one, high gravity. Does that mean all my shots are just gonna fall straight to the ground no matter what I do and you're back? Okay. I think I have to bring back cacti and probably chopper because this is probably a thing for melee stuff, this level. Why I put this here? Is that gonna... Yeah, okay. So the shots flop down because there's more gravity here. That's just the whole thing. Which I'm very glad I brought melee now in that case. Huh? Okay, something's clearly glitched with the air guys here. There was no cacti that I'm gonna bomb lane in the first place. Let's wait. I just want to watch this real quickly. I'm pretty sure... Oh, high gravity. You just hit the ground and pop yourself. That's what happens. But your animation is slightly broken. This is a problem. Grave danger. I don't even know what this one actually means. What's going to happen in here. It gave me a whole bunch more sun early on. It looks like because of zombies are going to rise from the graves. But is that like just a normal thing in the campaign already as is? Or so this can be that it happens in the middle of the stages at random times. Ah, yeah, that is the whole thing. Graves are just gonna rise up in the middle of the stage at random times. They kind of brought plants that could stop the graves, or at the very least, just place a whole bunch of stuff to stop the ghosts even appearing in the first place. Which, I mean, kinda yes and no for this stage, because they'll just remove your plant if they want to place it, but also they still place very few in the first place. Can you dig it? Yeah, okay, this is kind of what I guessed. There's no intros, no nothing, immediately straight into this. Yep, I just win. Like, there's nothing they can do. They just built my software pea shooters, I just place them all down, and they can't get past 7 layers of pea shooters shooting at them. Alright, final one. Now this does feel as if it could actually be terrible. Like, just straight up terrible. And I mean difficulty, because it's not only fog, but also rainy and thundery. Even looking at this now, I do not see the fog at all. I don't see any difference from this and the original World 4. And no fog, nothing like that at all. It is 8 faster and that was it. These are disappointing levels. All of these. There's a reason why. These weren't used levels in the previous versions of the game. So me wondering, why are you back doing the final level of the game? Well, I'm in hardcore mode. I played through the entire campaign again, doing this shit, and I'm back here to beat this mode. So come on, let's do this dance again. Don't get me wrong, I love listening to this music again, and playing this boss again, but I'm taking no chances with this. I've gotten this far, not lose here. Which also, while this is happening, here's the attempt also on this side from, I failed this once, not on this level, but on 3-2, I failed this stage. I have a lot to say about this mode, so I'm going to say it here. Since, I do like the idea behind this mode, also the fact that it's the normal Adventure Plus campaign still in the game, it gets just kind of tiring to play through the same game 3 whole different times with really any differences, except for lawnmowers are gone, and whatever plants you get are random. It just gets kind of tiring at a certain point. Since also those guitar riffs that are happening throughout the game, they sound good, yes, but they do not fit in the slightest. Like, they should not have been added to the game at all. They're annoying, and like, you know, for they thought this was in Garfer 2, or in anything else, then that would have been good, so it would fit there. But here, it does not, because this is PvZ1, of course, not a Garden Warfare game. There's also, apparently it was a glitch whenever the guitar riff played, whenever a plant died. Apparently that was a glitch, even though I think it got glitched 2 times over, if that makes sense, because it just stopped randomly happening at 2-7. Of course, I know they had an update to fix it, so I've been playing this game since it first released, and it's been a few weeks, not basically, like 2 weeks now, and they fixed it. Also, that was way before they fixed it, so it got glitched like 2 times over. Also, no, I'm not playing that, it's way too loud. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Now, that would be the end of this section of talking about the new stuff that was added, but I learned something I did not realize. Going to achievements, and then scrolling all the way back down to here at the very bottom of the China reference. Wait for it. Yeah. Will you pop up? Discover China. Yep. You know, when I first saw this, I did not even think this was real, but this is definitely real. Now, while this level plays, I'm just going to talk about everything that I would have said about PvZ Replanted right about now. But, firstly, this level is cool. If only they put this much work into designing this whole place as they did with the rest of the game. Level's called the Great Wall. Yeah. I don't think there's a height difference, but we still need potted plants. Or the pot flowers, whatever they are. So no, Replanted what did they actually add, and was it worth the $20? Firstly, no, it was not. Now you may say, wasn't there 3 costumes added to the game? Yes, but also at the same time, one of them is behind pre-ordering the game, so if you didn't do that, then, you know, you're not getting that costume. One of them is a new 8-bit zombie costume, but also at the same time, where have we seen 8-bit zombies before? I could only wonder where. I could only wonder if it was really a new thing or just redoing the same thing and acting like it's a new thing. Because yeah, also the whatever the other costume is, the alien one, that is new costume. But of course, the extra levels are just unused levels that you could access in the other games. By the code isn't really their own work. It was just reusing the same thing. And also, not to mention the archives, the pre-designed artwork, whatever it is. Originally, when I first saw it, I thought it was cool, you know, adding artwork from the first game, more of it. It was cool. But I was thinking to myself while looking through it, this doesn't kind of look. Some of these don't kind of look like as if they were from the original game, because that's what I heard, you know, originally, or when before release. And then I learned about how it just used artwork from any PvZ game of design work for it. Which also, yeah, this China level is cool, but also it's like not hard at all. It's just basic zombies, and it's very easy to speed it. So in previously Replanted, is it worth it? No, God no. If you want to play PvZ 1, then just get the Game of the Year edition or the Xbox edition. Those were apparently the best ones. That is that for the China level. The China level is cool, it's just extremely easy though. Alright, with all of the new stuff done from PvZ Replanted and all that, it's now time to complete the other stuff like minigames, puzzle, and survival. Now, the first one I want to do is... Where is it? Where is it? iZombie. The zombies asked me to help them practice invading houses. I told them it'd be okay as long as no plants were harmed. So, I put a bunch of cardboard cutouts on your lawn. Have fun! Dude, this mode. I love this mode. Back in 2009, when I first started playing Plants vs. Zombies, iZombie was my favorite things in the entire game. It's just so damn fun. Now, I'm not gonna include all the iZombies levels like I did with the main campaign. Not like main campaign, but it's the normal levels of the worlds. So obviously with like iZombie and the other mini games and survival mode, that all, you know, is already in the base game as is, and it's not, you know, people already seen it, of course. So I'm gonna skip by most of it. I do guys want to talk about these modes as well, since, you know, I am 100% the game in this one video. Damn, usually diamond every single time I complete one of these. I kind of forgot about that. I've been kind of farming money and levels in order to buy everything, but just by doing probably all of these, I probably will get enough as is. So yeah, also like these iZombie levels can be pretty hard at times, but also other times they can be something like this, where it's just infinite sun basically that I just get from this. But god, this game and these modes are so fun. And here's of course one of the more harder levels. I don't actually know what to do here. It is so much here. I'll just resist a basic zombie to give myself some sun. And of course about disco zombie here I'm realizing, which means we should be able to simply spawn in a whole bunch of other zombies to die, to sacrifice themselves for the main, to kill all of these guys and potato mines here. So once you get done eating all of these, of course enough for disco zombie now. Let's spawn one of you here, and then get you there to get eaten automatically, and send in more just to naturally get eaten. Up here goes this entire thing as well now. And that is that level done. God, I'm just glazing this game so hard, but I do not care. It is so good. The devs of this game, though, the original 4 are just absolutely good at what they do. It's a little crazy to think that this game came out in 2008, and once it turns 2026, which is about to, at least by the time, this game releases, it's almost gonna be 20 years old, which is a bit crazy to think. Yeah, those are all the I win in the longest streak. The I Zombie Endless. We should have an achievement for that. Yep, get to a streak of 10 in I Zombie Endless. Okie dokie. Alright, well, moving on to survival. If you're wondering about the Endless I Zombie thing, that'll be at the end because I didn't have time last recording to actually finish it that day. So just see it at the end. But the way I'm doing this in order is of my favorite modes here. Is in the order I'm doing this in. Because there is really no rhyme or reason for the order. But survival. If you don't know how survival works, it's basically just where when you complete a round, you go back to the plant selection screen and everything saves and you go again for multiple rounds at a time. I feel like everyone knows at this point, but I just wanted to explain still. And yep, of course, flag 1. That's that for that. Then we go back here, and I kind of wish to pick the same plants because I can bring the same thing again. There we go for that one. It's just spamming repeaters and guiling peters. That's all. And just as simple as this one, just spam mushrooms or whatever they are called. It's called the art of spamming cattails. Ah god, these plants that you can buy from the shop are just way too powerful. And that is it for the easy survival levels, or flag challenges. Yeah, survival levels. Survival day hard. So I'm guessing, if I remember correctly, it's just more waves and more zombies, which is actually a good thing. Yeah, 2 flags currently. I wonder if that's going to continue to go up from next level and 3 flags and 4, however many. Or more likely it's going to change. I just want to see that as well. Ah, okay. Jesus Christ, I don't have my voice to send. But yeah, no, it's definitely going to get hard because they're not sending World 1 zombies, not only World 2, they're sending World 4 zombies. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, they are actually making this a proper challenge, and it was, as I literally just said. So I know, I gotta be taking this seriously. Oh, come on, just die. Oh, that was it. Okay, there's 10 of them now. It probably says that on the actual thing. So this doesn't say how many flags there's actually going to be, but the first 5 are for 5 flags, and the next 10 are for the next 10, which makes a lot of sense. Night level hard, alright. If it's anything like last time, the strategies I had planned of probably just Gloomstrom at the very front probably would not work, even though I have access to Doomstrom and Icestrom now. Oh, that's it, thank God. And one thing I will say I appreciate is they don't ever go above 2 flags. Survival pool. Now I will say, I think this might be easy because Gargantuars can't go in the water, and we can use Cattail here. His Cattail is by far the most busted. Cattail and, what was it, Cob Cannon might be the most busted plants in the entire game that nullified basically everything. Damn, they didn't even shout eating Gargantuars that time. They knew themselves. That was extremely easy. Can you guess what strategy I'm just gonna do again? And I can just do the same strategy again, of course. Survival roof. Because these can be actually hard if it isn't for the Bible plants. They're just way too overpowered. Now, guys, we're gonna do the same thing here again.
Rocket launcher.
As simple as that. Alright, Vase Breaker time. This here is Vase Breaker. Some of these levels are really difficult. Good luck. Yeah, I never really liked this mode, I won't lie. That's just it for that one. Okay, I won't be including all of these. I know it's just like 8 of these are gonna go on for extra levels, basically, like how in the actual story mode. Like, these levels do actually get quite hard, and this one's called Chain Reaction. I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen here in a second. Okay, did not happen. There we go. There it goes. Yeah, I remember still being incredibly hard, but I got lucky there. Whoa, hold on a second. You need grab it, grab. That's one reason I don't like this mode. Well, not because it's this hard. Also, it can be quite random at times and luck dependent. Also, to get yourself a bit of an idea, I'm trying to go buy these fast, these Vase Breaker ones, because last time I truly played, like, really all these mini games was when I was still a kid. And especially as a kid, holy crap, I did not like this mode. You were right there. You literally was about to have that. And that was a lot better. That wasn't even a plant. That wasn't even a zombie. That was a lot better that time. And as a kid, I really did not like Vase Breaker, which not giving me a good impression for now as well. I'm just gonna try to kind of speed by Vase Breaker specifically. This is the last proper one that isn't the actual endless challenge. And we'll include this in full. Maybe a little bit of selling it. So, oh right, you. Yeah, I forgot you did that. I do like that gimmick. I do like that extremely amount. I'm just gonna avoid doing any of those for right now. I should be about good here. Yeah, okay. Especially with you as well. I can't do much there, save that. Oh wait, no, top lane. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Yeah, my insurance, I have 71,000 coins now. It is now time for, of course, mini games. Oh boy, do I ever love these mini games. Maybe not some botany though. Like, I struggled on this mini game as a kid, and most of my experience with anything in this game, like, I was truly an experience, not real quick, just hop on, just check Tuesday one out again, was as a kid. But, I mean, now that I'm no longer a kid, and looking at this now, it is just basically pea shooters. I feel like I could really just do this. The walnut ones. Wasn't there also, like, a second minigame for this? Was it extra harder ones? Or was I just thinking of some type of mod or thumbnail I saw in the past? I kind of grabbed as a whole bunch of general plants for here, basic ones. And that still won me the entire thing. Didn't really know what strategy I'd do for this, but it's fine. Slot machine. When the Walnut Hills one, Walnut Bowling, I really expected Crazy Dave to come out and say something. He normally does that. Hold a handle for a seed slot. Yep. I really did like these mini games. They're so unique. Spin again. Yep, you have to spin sun in order to do it.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it!
I love gambling. You know, I was going to get 3 gems in a row, but with the way this is going and how many zombies are sending, I don't think I can in time. So I'm just going to complete this at this point. So it should be right about now. Yeah, okay. It's a very fun game mode though. It's raining seeds. Yeah, it's this game mode. There's first one. You're gonna be doomed from straight away, I see. You know, you don't get plants normally from conveyor belt or picking them. They just come from the sky randomly. And so you can just see a random thing at any time. Looking at the plant selection I'm getting, it seems like as if they're literally just giving me any plant throughout the entire game. I got a plant from world 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 already. Alright, I found a torch where it has kind of actual light to it that it can do. Well, speak about light. You know, whatever I'm doing is working because, I mean, I've not seen a single zombie in literally forever at this point. Bejeweled. Wasn't this the Dispatch 3 game? Yeah, okay. I did definitely enjoy this game. I do know how to play these games. Already a 5? There we go, yep. Bam, 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 yep. Triple in a row. No. Also, when you upgrade these, their models just get like bigger, so I actually see different combos I can do easier now. And wait, there we go. I would include more, but these are pretty short and just fun, so these mini games. Alright, forget everything I said. It's now time for Invisighouls. This is gonna suck. Alright, the plant. Or the bushes move in the background, so I can actually see where they're coming from. Which is incredibly helpful. Ah, yeah, I see that. Absolutely not. Alright, anyway, don't really care about the other lanes. Let's focus on this top middle one, make sure everything's right here. I'll just let the lawnmowers take care of it. There we go for that one. Invisighouls. That might be the hardest one here. And there we go. That's be it, right? Since you're done. Yeah, okay. Alright, so next up, Zombiquarium. Now, no, normally, you know, I get this game is silly and all, and that's kind of the whole thing with it, with these mini games and everything. But at times, I kind of think, what were the devs on when they made a mini game like this? Like, there is nothing wrong with the mini game or anything, but how do you even come up with an idea, like, without being high on something, you know? Like, it is a pretty simple loop concept for the main game of just placing brains, getting out more zombies, and collecting the sun over and over again up until I get to 1,000 and get as many as I want as possible of the zombies itself. I don't the snorkelers, but they are. Come on. There we go. Okay. And of course, the other Bejeweled, Twisted. Instead of actually matching 3, which I mean you still do, but you do it in a different way, instead of just moving them 1, move them in like a square formation, or a circle. I always liked the Bejeweled minigames. They're just so addicting. It's in not in Garden for 2, but in PvZ 2. I used to play the other versions of these minigames a whole bunch, complete them first because I just enjoyed them the most. What am I supposed to even do here? Okay, there we go. Just because of how addicting they were. There we go. Almost done. Also, for why I have the costumes on, it's just because I can just have them on. So I have them, you know, I might as well. Portal Combat. Now, I also really enjoyed this one. Because it was simple. It's very simple. It's just, you know, portals and everything. But I did eventually enjoy this one as well for what it is. Wait, I see that. What the hell's going on here? Oh, they immediately step through this one, and then they go through the other. Yeah, okay, I see how it's going to be. Oh, well, that's just being a dick. Is that just going to automatically set off a lawnmower if they go into that lane? I mean, what I can say though is this bottom lane is getting absolutely bombarded with projectiles now because of where it is. Now, call them like you see them. This is my absolute favorite thing in the entire game for some reason. I cannot explain to you why, but it's as simple of just that. The simplicity of just it doing that amazed me as a kid. I love this minigame so much. It's complete chaos. You immediately get straight into a first wave here. Whenever it starts, I mean, makes sense because you kind of need to, with how much you get off rip. With already 2 columns of watermelons. Oh yeah, right, and you get chompers too. So I already have 3 rows of watermelon pellets, and of course, this I do as well. It's extremely easy. So kind of do that real quick and just, yeah, to have so many of them, it's so satisfying. That's so satisfying just to do though, I love it. And get all of you the hell out of here on perfect sync as well. Oh yeah, 4th watermelon. Bobsled Bonanza. Now, you see what this minigame is? I feel like it's pretty obvious that we just bring Cattail and we're just good. We're just gonna be good like that. Let's see, hey, I found a glitch. I don't know how that's happening. You see the pumpkin turn to one of these versions of it. But this minigame though is of course like easy because I just spammed cattails. And don't get me wrong, I would include more even though this is just the same enemies over and over again. But the bobsled though is such an underutilized enemy in PvZ in general. Zombie nimble, zombie quick. Now, I don't actually remember this minigame like really at all, so I don't know how fast they're actually going to be, but I won't just use Cattail again. Yeah, pretty quick. Doing pretty quick. Will the mine even come out in time? Yeah, it will. Oh wait, everything's moving quick, I'm pretty sure. Wait, is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, no, that doesn't matter then. I mean, if everything comes out quicker, then, well, I mean, it's just like as if I have 1x speed on. And what am I saying? I've been already playing basically like this speed the entire game at this point. Because of course the time speed stuff. Last Stand. Now, originally when I bought Replanted, the only times I had to play PvZ beforehand was on the mobile and tablet edition of this game. Since on those editions of the game, Last Stand has its own separate whole mode for it. Like, you know, Last Stand for World 1, World 2, World 3, yada yada yada, and so on and so forth. And I expect that to be just a normal thing here, but I forget that this mode was actually just an extra minigame in here and got expanded on. And of course, there's no reason for me not to put on 2x 5 speed, because nothing actually happens during this. Nope, it's already over like that, and I get more sun. Oh no, I see, right, I can't really pick my plants or anything, this is why I'm stuck with. Oh, that is a little problematic though. Okay, maybe I got a little too cocky, but yeah, it still works. It's fine. I'm pretty sure it'll handle it. Yep. That shroom, I forgot its actual name, but whatever it is just incredibly strong. Now, what I was saying, wasn't there a Botany 2? Or a second one of these? Yeah, there completely was. I forgot about it. This was like hell, I won't lie. Oh god, right. What did the squashes even do again? Did they literally just one-shot our plants? I'm pretty sure that is the case. Will that insta-kill ever see in this lane? Or can I cool it down by chance? Like, no, I'm pretty sure if it bites, it will just do that. I'm pretty sure if it bites on something, it will explode. Instead of just a jalapeno won't just automatically do it when it dies. Alright, now this is actually, like, pretty easy. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta get out of the mindset of, like, the last time I played these minigames, most of this game properly was as a kid. I wasn't, like, you know, good at the game. But clearly now, where, like, basically every minigame has been easy so far. I gotta get out of that, like, that mindset. So there we go for that one. Pogo Party. Now, I don't really remember this one. But it seems like it's gonna be pretty dang hard, so I'll just bring mainly plants that can instant kill them. And, of course, you know, tall nuts. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, there you go. This is a little stressful, though. On how they can just quickly get by the entire lawn. And there's that one. And from this point on, we have only one more to do. Of course, we only had Dr. Zomboss's Revenge, which is the very final thing out of this video entirely. This is also, I didn't include any of the Walnut, or Big Trouble, or Whack-A-Zombie, because those are all redo of already former minigames from the main campaign which I already seen, so I just moved on from them. But it's time for Dr. Zomboss's Revenge. I'm guessing it's just a harder version of the base one. I'm glad to be playing this again, of course. Now while this is happening, let me talk about PvZ as a whole. Because, well, let me retract on the statement that I said with how the game only adds 2 costumes. Because of course, looking in here, there's a whole lot more now, and at least the time I recorded that previously, it was only 2. Well, technically 3. Which also, yeah, I know, they're sending out so much more stuff earlier on. But the costumes, obviously, they're adding more stuff to the game, so I'm just trying to say with that. Because it does seem like as if they're at least somewhat trying to make this game better with PopCap and the developers. Or it may just be to add more and more stuff, and by chance payable, oh, already Gargantuars, alright, payable costumes instead. No, you do not. But overall, this game is fine-ish. There are of course lots of glitches, and at least on release, when I started recording this video, now it's like 3 weeks later, I'm still playing it to make this video, because overall, PvZ isn't the best at this point in time. Because obviously, you know, this remake happened, which was what people were wanting, but wasn't done good at all. Then of course, Garden Warfare is kind of dead in the water. PvZ 3 has turned to basically the Chinese mod. Or more like just inspired based on the Chinese mod, PvZ Fusion of course. So that is going by so much quicker, as the old Fusion do nothing. But, you know, this series, PvZ as a whole, and Garden Warfare is kind of dead in the bin at this point. Like, I don't think there's much to be done with it at this point, because obviously, of course, with us talking about the start of this video, with the EA buyout from Saudi Arabia and everything, it's only going to get worse up until, I feel like it's going to get worse, my personal opinion, of course, up until, and most likely a PopCap shut down the studio, isn't making enough money at this point, which I would rather not happen, of course, because I'm basically going to talk about gloom at this point, darkness for this series, even though I only want this series to survive and do good again. But with everything with here, with all I just said, despite that fact, PvZ as a whole has had a good run. You know, 11 years, well, more than 11 years, but 11 years for Garden Warfare, which I feel like is pretty good, and almost 15 years now with the original PvZ and the franchise as a whole. But I like to say, don't be sad that it's ending. Be happy the 11 years and 14 years of PvZ as a whole even happened in the first place. Be happy that the devs of original PvZ and Garden Warfare gave the experience that you're able to get with this series up until this point. There goes that. Dr. Zama's profound time. So of course that's gave me the golden achievement. Now I would like to get all the achievements, but also enlightenment or enlightened, collecting all the Zen garden, mushroom garden, and aquarium garden plants. That just takes forever to do, not doing that. And life well lived, to complete all levels and rest in peace when without losing a single lawnmower. Absolutely not, no way. Besides that, I did do the rest of the achievements that I did want to do. So before I end off this video, really some things I wanted to say that I, was saving up until this point was a few glitches and achievements I got along the way, well, firstly, there was a cherry bomb glitch that wouldn't allow it to explode, which made it infinite cherry bomb that just lasted forever. Found the Yeti, of course. There was this glitch to the gravestone in Whack-A-Zombie, where it just would stack on each other over and over again. The completed iZombie Endless. A visual bug with hardcore lightning at 4-10, where the grass with the purple tint just messes it up completely. Phase Breaker endlessly completed. Opening up the game. Oh yeah, and of course, one of the glitches I found was that constantly happened was that whenever I launched the game, it would break, like it just wouldn't show anything, it's stuck on a black screen. Which, I mean, I don't know if any of these glitches have been fixed yet, but I just wanted to talk about them real quickly. And I completed Survival Endless, of course, and in the Hollow Core as well is, the guitar riff that would happen after every single time a zombie died. Now that was actually, or a plant died, that was actually because of a glitch, and I don't think it got patched. I think it broke even further because it just randomly stopped happening at 2-7, and there hadn't been an update to the game or anything yet at that point, so I don't even know what's going on with there. Actually, the second adventure, and I don't know if this is really a thing, but the music box, the wind up music box explosion zombie, if you put the game in any time speed further up, the actual music, when it's winding it up, doesn't follow suit. It stays at normal speed, which I don't know is intentional or not intentional, but it's something else I want to point out. I completed the Wisdom of Tree, of course, as you saw when I went to the Zen Garden. Also, a final glitch that I know has been patched, something else I want to point out, that you probably heard at the beginning of the video, but the music was broken, because there's normally build up with the music up until the waves that happen, but there's none. It is started out as the top of the music, at the very build up of the music, just the entire wave through and through, which I didn't even realize until I looked into it a bit more. And then of course finally, as you saw, most of the achievements completed for the entire game. But that probably being all, probably finally, I'm sure this video is probably over an hour, like 30 minutes at this point. Which I wanted to get this video out way sooner, but I mean, I guess it's going up for Thanksgiving, so I guess happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I put a lot of work into it, not only just playing to get all the footage, but also editing and everything. This will be so long to actually do. And if you enjoyed this, like entire movie of a video for looking at an entire game, then let me know if you want more. I can tell you now, I'm already making at least one more in the future. But if you enjoyed the video, I really appreciate you subscribed. And see you in the next one. Goodbye.